Hey everyone, today on the desk I have a knife that was generously sent to me by Ollie from EC Knives. A gentleman from Wiltshire who custom makes knives reached out and said, hey, I've got a new line of slip joints that I'm just making. Would you like to review one? I said, absolutely, please send it along. So here is number one of his slip joint range. He's a custom knife maker, so this is all completely handmade. He's asked me to mention that you can choose any of the knives on his Instagram page, which is EC_knives, by the way. It will be on screen and in the description. You can choose custom colours, materials, anything like that to the scales, and the blade can be satin, stone washed, polished or blued. Please, have a look at his page. Price-wise, they start from about £150. The way I've got this one spec'd out, he's advised would be about $220, but of course, because it's all custom work, prices will vary depending on materials and things like that and finishes. And without further rambling, let's actually get into this box. So EC Knives on the logo there. And there we go, we've got a sort of like the traditional style tubes. And excellent. What's this? Oh, cool! It's a little keyring cut out of the scale material there. Oh, how's that? Look at that! I really like that. Oh, and we've got a thin sticker and then a proper like hard. Is that a magnet? It is indeed a magnet. So let's chuck them there. Have the card there. Ah, there you go. And I guess I'll leave that. And what else have we got in here? Ah yes, this model that I've got is called the EC Roller. And as you can see, I've got it in black and red G10 and carbon fibre. Made on the 9th of May. Wonderfully well packed, I've got to say. I'm loving all the little extras as well. So. And again, look at that. That's really, really secure. That's not going anywhere. Oh, another little silica gel bag, and then you get this baggie that doubles as your cloth, and oh, look at that. There she is. Weighty thing, I tell you that. Ah, yeah. Got some very sturdy liners there. Very, very slightly off centre, just to the right. Got to do the usual checks. Absolutely no blade play whatsoever. And there, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Oh my god, that's stunning. I really hope that comes across on camera because that's really nice in person. Oh. Absolutely solid grip on that as well. We've got the like dual spidey hole cutout, I guess. God, that's such a nice action on that. So yeah, you can one hand open it. That is absolutely wonderful. I was hoping you'd be able to. I was a bit worried with the size of that because, of course, a spidey hole is much bigger. But yeah. You can absolutely one-hand operate that. And this has a completely unique mechanism. I'll obviously disassemble this and we can take a look at that in detail, but this has a spring mechanism that it resembles some other knives, but it's completely unique in as far as how it operates. I really like it. Look at that. It's got a good snapback to that. And there we go there. It's got a stop position there, so if it slips... maybe. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, if you push really hard, it will get you. It will get you if you push hard enough. He did mention in a future one he's thinking of adding a bit of a finger guard just here, just to stop that from happening. So yeah, I think that's a good idea for sure. Although I think with these ones, yes, so like the Spyderco pits or just the original pits, if you push your finger onto this part here, as you can see when you close it, it pushes that spring up. But if you push your thumb here, like sort of where you're supposed to have it, I guess, you can actually stop. I guess you'd have to have it right on there, really. Yeah, you would have to have it right on there. Here I can just about. If you have it right on this roller here, you can actually stop the spring from coming up, and it makes it a very, very solid. But yeah, I mean, size-wise, this is from tip to here is just under 3 inches. And in fact, the same from the bolster. You can see the 3 is there, so it's like 2.91 inches or something like that. He said he's also thinking about in the future doing one with smaller blades as well, so people that want to carry even smaller ones in the UK, because of course, you know, our laws and stuff, will have that option. Although I'm sure you can work out pretty much anything with the gent. He's very nice. Absolute pleasure to talk to. Okay, that's about as much of a part as I can be bothered with. Okay, so you have some interesting sort of scribbling, I guess, on the inside of that, on both sides. Oh. Some plastic washers. Do wish those were phosphor bronze, to be honest, but it works. But the main thing in here is you can see this spring bar is cut into the actual liner, and of course you have a roller here, and that's what actuates into these. You can see these grooves cut out into this guide, and that's what gives the knife its, you know, sort of camming action. So you have that spot first, then that's that stop there, then you have the half stop, and then the closed position. So there we go. Right, I must be careful not to over tighten, because of course that is one of the things, one of the downsides of Teflon and plastic washers is that, of course, they tend to be a lot more fragile. than their say bearing or phosphor bronze counterparts. There we go, and any play. 0 play again. So there we go. Just to this is a really unique large handle, which I very much like, to be honest. Like, it really feels like you could go to town with this thing. I mean it's legal, so you could actually take this to town as long as you don't do anything stupid and flash it around. But I mean more like you could really do some labour with this, even though it's non-locking. You know, obviously, if you're going to take a knife to a job site, you're allowed to actually take a locking blade, which is safer. But if you're still worried, this would be no slouch. It's got those extremely rugged liners. I mean, those are some thick boys. Very, very sturdy. Look at that for a start. You can absolutely see I've got a full 4-finger grip. That is a big size handle on that knife. And if we take, say, I don't know, if we take this, you can see, even though the blade size is, I mean, it almost looks a little bit smaller really, but the handle size, we put them absolutely on top of each other there. You see there's actually, although then again this one's a good 4-finger grip as well, I suppose. But yeah, there's really not much in it. It's a little bit bigger, but it feels a lot. Maybe it's the width of it. It really feels like you can get a good grip on this. Have a sharpening choil here, which is wonderful. So this is 1084 steel on this thing. Of course, we have G10 bolsters and the carbon fibre body with these lovely little G10. I mean, look at that fine work there, and you've got the little lines on that. You can see it's meticulously done. There's no gaps there, like on a lot of, even like, you know, on high-end mass production knives, where your materials meet. So, you know, obviously this is G10 with a different G10, and then I assume that's G10 again, another G10, and then this carbon fibre, and then you've got another. It's completely smooth. My fingernail isn't getting caught on any of that. Like, I'm running it very lightly. You can see if it was, you'd absolutely just get caught on that. I will be, as with every other knife, carrying this, and we'll eventually get around to a full review. I know I've been very slack with that lately, but we will get around to it. But yes, there we go. Thank you very much for sending this along, Ollie. Absolute legend. And thank you very much for watching. Cheers.